Hey friends, Elizabeth, Countess of Low Carb, and I'm pumped for today's episode. 19 keto meals with the easy keto recipes under an hour and a half. So if you are a busy woman or busy man, join us today on today's video. So let's dive into the content. We're gonna do 19 keto meals, and I'm gonna give you all the easy keto recipes of how to do this easy keto meal prep. But first, special thank you to Terre for sponsoring today's video with their amazing cookware. I will have a description link down below of how you can get it discounted and also more information coming up. So the first meal that we're gonna do is going to be our whole chicken, cooking it on the stovetop. I've done a lot of keto meals, easy keto meals, of how to cook whole chickens in the slow cooker and Instapot, and today I wanted to make it even easier for you to do this easy keto recipe on the stove top. So literally our whole chicken is gonna make 5 easy keto meals, fried chicken, but with a new twist, new ingredients. It's an updated 2.0 keto meal video on how to cook keto fried chicken, which will be 4 keto meals. We're gonna cook some Brussels sprouts with bacon dip for 3 keto meals. We're gonna make some Carne Asada for 3 keto meals, and then bacon knots with Maria Emmerich's recipe, but with a twist on it as well, making 3 keto meals, totaling, I feel like Vanna White, grand total 19 easy keto meals that you can make at home and follow me. So plop this video on while you're cooking. You can hear me talk as we go through these easy keto recipes together. Literally, this is what I'm making my family for my weekly keto meal plan. All of these delicious, simple recipes with easy ingredients, and the price tag on them for keto on a budget people is really good too. So let's dive into our first easy keto recipe, making the whole chicken.
Terre is a ceramic cookware that's 40% lighter than cast iron and dishwasher safe. I love Terre because it's freezer to oven safe, it's ceramic, non-stick without Teflon, and also can be put in the dishwasher, which makes me so excited for the keto meal prep cleanup after effect. So their thermal shopware is resistant, that makes this ceramic super lightweight, durable. And if you want to get Terre, there's a 20% off code for Countess20 down in the description link. So for our whole chicken keto recipe, we're gonna get a whole chicken. I have my Costco whole chicken I'm gonna use. Then I'm gonna use 1.5 teaspoons of sea salt or pink Himalayan salt. Then I'm going to use 1/4 teaspoon of garlic powder or onion powder, whatever you have. 1/4 teaspoon of cracked pepper. I like Fresh Jack's. And 1/4 teaspoon of rosemary. Mix all the spices together so they're all, spicy, like a hot tamale. Then you're going to go ahead and take your Terre cookware, and I'm going to go ahead and get it on medium to high heat. We're going to take 3 tablespoons of grass-fed butter. Wait a minute, I smell something burning. What is burning? There's my butter, but there's something burning down below. What is burning? I've caught something on fire. I am the Sesame Street chef, and in fact, I have caught my Terre pot on fire. There's a sticker on the bottom, so make sure, friends, you take that off. I was a complete idiot. I cannot believe I did that. It literally, you just needed to peel it off. When you purchase it, it comes with a sticker on the bottom. So that was completely me being a ding dong and not peeling that off right as it. So Terre, in fact, is thermal and shock resistant, even by own design of potentially catching your kitchen on fire. Just teasing, by the way. So I've got my grass-fed butter, 3 tablespoons. I'm melting that in there. I'm going to go ahead and take my whole chicken, and then I'm going to put the spices, half of the spices on one side, half the spices on the other side, and then I'm going to go ahead and put them bosom down. My husband thought that was funny. Breast side down on the chicken. Put the bosoms down first. You're going to brown them together, and you're going to cook it for 5 minutes, making the bosoms nice and crispy, and then we will just go ahead and cook those. I'm spinning it around a little bit to make sure that it gets nice and crispy, nice and cooked. My dogs are having a field day smelling this delicious chicken. Our house smells so delicious. And the Terre pot that I'm using in their cookware line is perfect for cooking a whole chicken. It's just big enough to fit this in there, or to cook soups in there, or other beautiful things. And I am going to go ahead and flip this sweet bird over onto the other side. It's nice and brown. In fact, I probably cooked it a little bit too long, but that's okay. I like it crispy. So I'm just kind of scraping it off. It smells so good in my house. It smells absolutely delicious. I did use an organic chicken, but do the best you can afford. Obviously, grass-fed is best, organic is best, but no guilt, shame, or condemnation. Do the best that you can within your budget. I'm going to use 1 cup of water and put it in there, and then 2 tablespoons of apple cider vinegar just make sure that you shake the mother at the bottom of the apple cider vinegar so that gets in there, and put 2 tablespoons into your delicious cooking chicken. Y'all, this is the easiest keto recipe. It's so simple to literally cook this, set it, forget it. We're doing all of our 19 keto meals under an hour and a half with all of the easy keto recipes. Literally the setup for this is no time flat. You're gonna then put the ingredients in, and then after I get all of my liquids in, I'm literally gonna turn the stove down to low, medium heat, more so on the low end, and cook for about an hour with the lid on top. And then once I think that it's done, and I did add a little bit of extra pink Himalayan salt for seasoning on there, but then cook it for an hour on low to medium heat, put the lid on top, and then just make sure you use a thermometer at the end to make sure it's thoroughly cooked in the interior to hit 180 degrees with your cooking thermometer. And y'all, and then that's the whole chicken. I mean, literally, this is the easiest keto recipe. I have a 4-year-old on the other side that you're not seeing who's screaming in the background, 2 dogs running around like banshees. I love my family so much. And so literally, this was so simple to do. Put the lid on, boom, you've got a dinner, and your house smells amazing. That skin is so good. We want the high fat, moderate protein, low carb through the ketogenic diet. This is an easy keto recipe that you too could do, and it makes your house smells absolutely delicious. So I can't wait in the comments for you to hear how you like this recipe. For me, this has been a lifesaver of not having to pull out the Instapot, literally just pulling out a pot and then having this done. Boom, I can walk away from it, and it's totally done for 5 different keto meals.
And if you're finding this video helpful, smash that like button and make sure you click subscribe with the bell notifications and get my free keto meal plan in the description link below. Back to the content.
So while my whole chicken is cooking, which the whole chicken will make 5 meals, I'm gonna go ahead and make 4 other keto meals with this easy keto fried chicken recipe. You literally take 2 eggs and you scramble them together. This is my new 2.0 keto fried chicken recipe. And then you're just gonna go ahead and scramble your eggs together. Look at that handsome pork chop and applesauce. Those dogs are so good. And I'm gonna go ahead and cook my bacon. I'm using my awesome Terre cookware line, and I'm making the grease in there while I'm cooking this. So the whole chicken's cooking, I'm cooking the bacon, and then now I'm gonna mix my dry ingredients together, which it is a half a cup of Parmesan. I'm using the Trader Joe's Just Almond Meal 1 full cup. I got that at Trader Joe's for under $6, that huge bag of almond meal. And I did add a little bit of pink salt to it, 1/4 of a teaspoon, into this dry mix container, of where I'm just kind of like mixing all the dry ingredients together for my keto fried chicken recipe. Next, I'm going to go ahead and take some organic chicken breasts. I did get these from Costco, but really ideally you get it from a local organic grass-fed CSA. I'm cutting literally very, very small pieces. Think Chick-fil-A chicken nugget size pieces so it can cook quickly. To put it in your egg wash, and then go ahead and put it in your dry ingredients. And we're just going to repeat this process a bunch of times with all of our organic chicken breast. And then next in our Terre cookware, I'm going to go ahead and have my bacon grease that I cooked up, cooking up bacon, which we'll talk about later. But I'm literally just going to go ahead and put my chicken in there that has the egg wash on it and the dry ingredients, and I'm literally throwing it in there because I am the Sesame Street chef after all, and I don't want to get burned. But the bacon grease is what's going to fry up this beautiful fried chicken. So we're basically repurposing the grease from the bacon to cook the fried chicken. Y'all, it's so good. This is the easiest recipe because you're going to cook it 3 minutes on one side while not scalding yourself. Literally, I'm like chucking it in there. Why am I making this a football competition? You're going to cook the chicken for 3 minutes on one side, and then you'll flip it over to the other side and cook it for 3 minutes on the other side. Sometimes I find that I run out of bacon grease, like you can see on the left side. I don't have enough bacon grease. So what I'm going to do to combat that is I'm going to go ahead and add a piece of bacon in there just to get some extra bacon grease, and just have a very small piece of bacon put in there. So literally this is cooking and frying up together. It tastes super good, and it's super low carb because the coating on it is just that almond meal. So our keto chicken is going to make 4 easy keto meals, and our next easy keto recipe that we're going to cook is our Carne Asadas. I simply get these from Trader Joe's. It's the simplest thing to cook. If you don't have a Carne Asada Trader Joe's near you to get, then just make steak. instead. But so I'm literally going to take my de la Terre skillet and I'm going to go ahead and fry up these Carne Asadas to make 3 easy keto meals with it. It already has the seasonings in it, which is why I love Trader Joe's. And it's a low carb option of literally where I'm just eating the meat as my keto meal. 4 ounces is 3 carbs, and it tastes heavenly and delicious. So just cook it for 3 or 4 minutes on one side, flip it over, and then boom, you've got a simple, easy keto meal. Or you could cook it in advance and put it in a glass Pyrex container to keep it for later. De la Terre does have their cookware line of where you can simply put it in the refrigerator as well, since it is freezer to oven. So next I'm going to use my de la Terre big casserole pan, and I'm going to set my oven to 400 degrees. And this is Maria Emmerich's bacon knot recipe. The bacon knots are awesome, but what we're going to use with them afterwards is even cooler. So literally just make little knots out of your bacon and put them into a large skillet so the grease has room to as it cooks to go somewhere so it doesn't make your oven catch on fire. Not that I've ever experienced that, friends. So literally just put your bacon knots in, put it in 10 minutes on one side, take it out of your oven on 400 degrees, flip it for another 10 minutes, and then boom, you've got bacon knots. Put them in an airtight container for up to 4 days in your refrigerator. So I love the bacon knots because it makes for an easy keto meal. It makes for 3 keto meals on our 19 keto meals that we're making with the easy keto recipes. So bacon knots make 3 of your keto meals. The next meal that we're going to make on our easy keto meal recipe journey that we're doing here for keto meal prep is making Brussels sprouts, but they're the shaved Brussels sprouts from Trader Joe's. If you have not tried these, you need to skedoodle to Trader Joe's. No, this video is not sponsored by Trader Joe's. It's sponsored by de la Terre and their amazing cookware line that is shock resistant and is 40% lighter than a cast iron skillet while still being extremely durable. So put your shaved Brussels sprouts into the hot bacon grease from your bacon knots, and then literally I put it over a hot stove because these pots are and pans are so durable. This large casserole dish literally was in the oven, and then I just put it on top of the stove, and then I'm cooking it on medium heat. I like my shaved bacon, my shaved Brussels sprouts super crispy, and the bacon grease helps make it super crispy by simply just cooking it in there. I like to use a wood spoon, use whatever one you want because their de la Terre cookware line is scratch resistant. So literally I just keep flicking it around over and over and over and over to make the very finely shaved Brussels sprouts get really crispy. And then I put seasoning on it, some pink Himalayan salt. I do like Fresh Jack's or Trader Joe's has a crank kind too. Put some beautiful salt on there, sea salt or pink Himalayan salt. And this is going to make a delicious 3 keto meals out of the Brussels sprouts plus the leftover bacon that we had used, the bacon chips that we had used when we cooked our fried chicken. So these easy keto recipes, literally under an hour and a half to cook all of these. You're multitasking and cooking them while you're cooking the other things. So one leads into the next, that leads into the next. It's kind of like a fine dance. It's a fine dance of making all these easy keto recipes together. And literally, again, this could be put in an airtight container, but we typically eat our fried Brussels sprouts pretty quickly because they're so crispy and they're so good. Literally, it's just so simple. And then here's the finished product. It's amazing. Bon appetit with your keto meals.
Hey friends, if you are loving this video and have really enjoyed it, make sure that you click the like button so others can see it. Click subscribe with the bell notifications and get my free keto diet meal plan. If you want to get the de la Terre amazing cookware line, they are having a 20% off code. They do have a discount code down below just for Countess of Low Carb users, and I'm loving their cookware.